Hey, good day YouTube. Just a quick check-in. Haven't done any FaceTime videos in a little bit, but getting a chance to do some just kicking back and relaxing and retrospective. Uh, Nothing crazy. I've been out of the loop completely pretty much on news or anything, so can't really comment much on that. But saying it's always a good time when you get a chance to just relax and kick back. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, just always a good opportunity to kick back and uh, look at priorities and look at just what's important. Um, what you getting? Are you cold? Are you cold? Oh, there comes the breeze. It might get a little chilly out here. Yeah, a little breezy. Let's see, get you guys out of the wind a little bit. But yeah, I listened a little bit of the Dragon was on again last night. Got the chance to listen a little bit. It was a good discussion. The one time they started talking about meat, meat in the diet. That was a good conversation. They're talking about just how you can remove something from your diet, and you don't really miss it necessarily. Just depending on what you really need versus what you want, or what you're used to eating, when you may not be necessarily a need there. That was interesting discussion. Um, I think we'll if the time ever comes to it, we'll all learn what we really need versus what we want. It's always good to have a little bit of what you'd say comfort food, I guess. And things like bacon is really a comfort food, really, isn't it? The way it's eaten today, but really, when we look back in history on something like that, that was the cheapest part of the meat. It was the scraps. It was a lot of the. It wasn't the finest cuts, so it wasn't really uh, what was valued. The value was in the hams and stuff. Whereas the bacon was kind of cast aside for the poor people, and they do with what they had, and now it's like a delicacy. At least we treat it like that. I think maybe maybe poor people is the wrong way to say it, but just those with lesser means that have to value everything you have. We've switched the script now. Now bacon, we put a high value on even that. Maybe we've been tricked into that. Maybe it's been a trick played on us by the powers that be to value those things which are not as valuable. Obviously, the nutritional value is not very high. It's a lot of fats. But when you're in a economically disadvantaged and you're scrapping for every piece of food you got, high caloric intake of fats is important. You got to get every bit of calories you can to produce and function the next day. When you look at historically the diets, just the simple introduction of agriculture, you're looking that far back, and how wheat and grains, whether it was mass production of rice or mass production of wheat and other grain type of feed, and looking at Americas, the production of quinoa, how do you say that? Quinoa? Is that how you say it? In South America and Central America and other grains, how that just blew up populations because it was able to be harvested, stored, and produce things of high value in your diet. One thing we didn't really get to in that conversation on the Dragon was how the food allergies how they've just exploded. What's causing that? I don't know that we can a lot of people, we can talk about all kinds of theories. Actually proving it's another problem, but Obviously, anything you do to keep yourself healthy is good. And obviously, if you do have that reaction, those reactions, you got to cut that out of your diet. But um, seems like the allergies and the food allergies in particular uh, are towards things that give you really the benefit and are of high value in a diet historically. Nowadays we have things that can replace those things, and we still can subsist and have no problems. But when it comes to uh, what we foresee as the inevitable collapse scenario, or just where goods and services aren't able to be exchanged productively, like we have been able to benefit from right now, a lot of those food allergies are going to be more problematic because you can't take in what is available readily. You have to, if you're not able to just take in where they can. I mean, there's some just bizarre, fruit allergies that I just don't remember hearing about until the last 5 years or so. People getting allergies as they get older, and people get up in their 30s and they become allergic to the most random things, bananas, things like squashes, things that are very beneficial in your diet, but yet people get older and things happen and they become allergic now. That used to never happen. Um, that could be problematic in a economic uh, situation where goods and services aren't as readily available to get what you really have to offset those with, but you locally can grow those things, but now you're allergic to them and you can't benefit dietarily from those. That can become a real problem with just caloric intake, not to mention nutrition. So just a couple of 5 cents on that chat last night. I was thinking that stuff in my head kind of as I was listening. I was on a mobile device, so I wasn't really able to comment much, but not enough to really make it productive, so I just kept my comments to myself. I didn't want to get them off topic. But just checking in. Hope you guys have a great day. Live free.